Hello, it's me, Cyrus. Welcome back to anyone who's still out there. It's day 88 now of the end of the world, and I'm still alive. Been an interesting time, though, since the last time I broadcast. Using the notes I took for this past while, both audio and written, I'm gonna describe it to you. So, as always, I try to broadcast where I am on all frequencies that I can, in hopes, find someone. So, my supplies are holding out well. Water filtration is working wonderfully. We've had a few days of rain, and it's shown its worth in gathering water. I've got almost a few of those drums filled with water. Crops are also sprouting well, as far as I know, and as far as the books are saying things are supposed to go. I had to gather some extra things for the plants, such as tomato cages and whatnot, since those are growing. I've been working on trying to get solar panels so that maybe I can put them on the roof and get a possible generator or battery banks that I can get more power from, rather than what I've been doing, which is what I have been using is some car batteries and a jumper cable, which I sort of converted into a way to be able to power my radio. Not exactly an electrician, but I figured it out for the most part. I have a location for the solar panels that I need to secure. Just outside of town. Hopefully I can drive a car there without drawing too much attention. I worked on the gate that has the two cars crashed in front of it. Managed to secure them a bit better and gather other things that I can use to make it even more secure so none of the dead can get across. I also worked on the other gate that was just the wrought iron and a chain and lock. I broke off the lock and found a new lock and chain for it. Found some large metal panels that I managed to secure to it, so nothing can really see me within the confines. But I can drive through that gate now and actually use it and use the parking lot in a car, which I'm still incredibly worried about the noise that's gonna make. But moving on to those solar panels, it took me a little while to find them. They're set up at what looks like an evacuation center. That was set up by the National Guard when shit hit the fan. It's a fenced-in area. There's military canvas tents as far as the eye can see. Also one of those portable buildings that kind of looks like a trailer, but fancier. I think it was the command post that they were using. The whole thing is set up outside of a small grocery store. So I'm gonna scour the entire area to find any other supplies that I may be able to, but the solar panels and their banks are by the grocery store and that portable command center. The biggest issue, though, is it's an evacuation center, and it's absolutely swarmed with the dead. Been keeping an eye on it for about a week now. from across the way on top of a rooftop. Counted at least 40 of the dead, civilians and military mixed. I checked around it, checked the perimeter thoroughly, made sure that none of the fences are compromised. I've been keeping any of the other dead that might be drawn to their noise from outside away from it. Normally the dead within they're relatively quiet and they don't move around a whole lot. There's not exactly much for them to eat in there, so they just kind of shuffle about or do nothing. I have to come up with a plan though, how to deal with them. Do I want to try and stab them through the fence and hope that the fences hold out? Do I want to cut a hole through the fence and try and lead them out that way? Something I need to work on. But I have been working on other things other than just surviving. So, as I mentioned, my old job was as a novelist, and last time I said I would probably start working on my new novel while I had the time, and well, all I've got is time. So the camping trip that I went on before everything went down was to gather ideas for camping, or for the book, and well, I finally figured something out. I'm mainly a horror and sci-fi author, so I decided on a horror story set in the late 1800s, be based on a homesteading family who are trying to settle down in the woods. They're working on building their home and creating a farm and whatnot, but they start to notice things going wrong, find strange tracks, hear strange noises at night, farm animals go missing. The father and son eventually decide to go out and hunt and see if they can find what's been terrifying their family. And after the father loses his life, he's dragged away by the monster, and it also eats it. The son, who's going to be a younger man, manages to kill the monster. I'm still fine-tuning it and working on final details of everything, how things are going to play out and whatnot. I don't know how good it is, but I got that idea when I was hiking in the woods during that trip, and I came across an old condemned mine. A lot of those around here. It took me back to books I've read before when I was younger and whatnot about mythological creatures, and one of those is the Wendigo. You know what a Wendigo is, and this explanation isn't for you, but it's a creature from Native American folklore was created from settlers or Native Americans and whatnot who ended up having things happen to them. They suffer long winters. Something happens where they're driven to cannibalism, and that cannibalism changes them not spiritually but physically into a monster that's capable of moving incredibly fast and can still mimic humans, but they prey on humans and, well, basically anything they can get their teeth into. But I'm going to keep working on that while I also build an idea on how to deal with the dead inside that fence. I hope these new activities should be able to keep my mind at ease for a while. Again, I don't know when the next broadcast will be. Probably say that every single time. Hopefully, it'll happen after I got my new solar panels and have that all set up so I can do it broadcasts even more often. Maybe even daily. But, again, if you're listening, know that you are not alone. I am here. I'm waiting. There's food, water, shelter, safety, and company. Again, my location will be played as much as I can, as long as I can. Until next time.